So on this day in 2000, Ghostface Killah released his second album, Supreme Clientele. So this was the album that followed Iron Man, and it was a different album. I mean, this album, when you look into the history, has some interesting facts about it. So first of all, let me just show you the track list and songs that you may know: Nutmeg, Shares the Ghost, which is probably the most popular song from the album. If you remember, it was mainly Ghostface and You God. So one of the things about this album that I learned is that leading up to it, Ghostface Killah was actually suffering from undiagnosed diabetes. Now, apparently, he didn't know it was diabetes, so he was always tired, lethargic, and it was having an effect on him. At the same time, he also took a trip to Benin in Africa, and that's where a lot of the album was written. And actually, it's referred that this album doesn't talk about a lot of the stuff that he mentions in Iron Man. So a lot of the things like crime and materialistic things he doesn't actually mention in this album. But all in all, it was a good album. As I said, Share the Ghost is my track. If you don't know it, have a listen to it. Also, this album had that skit, didn't it? Now, if you remember when 50 Cent first hit the scene, he had that song. What's it called? The song where he's basically taking the out of everybody. How to Rob, and he talks about some of the Wu Tang members. Well, he certainly talks about ODB, if I remember correctly. And in this skit, Ghostface replies back to him. So where does this stand in terms of solo Wu Tang albums? Is this one of the best? And I think a lot of people have Ghostface Killah as their favorite member. But can you believe Supreme Clientele came out on this day in 2000, 25 years ago? Madness.